Hi, my name is Kenneth Kellogg from Merola class 2007, and I am a bass. I had amazing teachers in the public school system in Washington, D.C. My first interest in music came from taking piano lessons with Carolyn Glover in elementary school. I didn't stick with piano, but her love for music was really infectious and kind of began my love for music. And this kept going. I kept joining the choirs from junior high school. Ended up going to Duke Ellington School of Performing Arts in Washington, D.C., where I was, formally introduced into classical music and began taking voice lessons. Not really. Opera wasn't a really big part of my life when I started singing. I was interested in, Motown and hip hop and rap, and classical music wasn't even a thought for me. But again, I had these amazing music teachers, and the love of music was always there. So as I began to progress in voice lessons and studying music, I realized my voice, I didn't realize, my teachers realized my voice wasn't really suited for the gospel choir, and I couldn't really sing R&B that well, but it was perfect for, opera and pursuing a career in opera. So they guided me, and, I trusted their guidance, and, trusting those relationships wound me up with a career in opera. One of the best pieces of advice I got as a young artist was to own your artistry. I remember being in a coaching and, I was following a lot or waiting for someone to give me something to do artistically. And the coach told me, you're not a student anymore. Don't ask for permission. And that gave me the charge to, start to own my artistry and to own my craft. So I would say to any Merolini is to figure out your voice, to figure out what you have to offer the field that no one else can offer, and own it and dive into it because it's uniquely you. And that uniqueness is what we need. To own your artistry, work on your craft to the point that you can command it when you walk into a room. And never stop working on your artistry. It's your responsibility. My blue it's important in that it's immediate and it speaks to us now. I think this subject matter is on the hearts and minds, or has been, and should be on the hearts and minds of most of us as we go about our lives in society today. And we often don't get to see the emotions of families when they're dealing with such a tragedy. We get to see the headline and we get to see the riots and we get to see all of the things that are sensationalized about such events, but we don't get to see the intimate moments. We don't get to see how a family and how a community really feels. And blue is that in opera, through operatic story. Blue is that tool for empathy when dealing with such a emotional and tragic event. I think blue is the healing and reckoning that we need, and that tool for understanding a community. Well, blue is a life changing, an artist changing, human changing, emotional changing experience for me, and I'm so privileged to get to do it. And every time I do it, I feel changed in some way. And luckily, I get to do that quite often. I get to do it. I leave next week to go to Seattle to do it. And I'm doing it in Pittsburgh soon after that. Outside of that, one of the roles that I would always say is that I'm dying to sing, King Philip at some point. But also later this year, I could sing in Grand Inquisitor and Don Carlo. not quite King Philip, but it's a step in that direction. I will be, singing along with my colleague who's singing the role of Philip in rehearsals. But also to that is, I found myself doing a lot of new operas, and I'm really enjoying and exploring the new pieces that are coming out. So yeah, I'm waiting for that new opera to be written that inspires me as an artist, and as a person, and as someone who cares about this field. I very much look forward to those pieces as well. And I can't tell you what they are because they haven't been written yet. Spare time. I don't know. Actually, I don't know what spare time is. I constantly stay busy, but I occupy most of my time with my family, my wife and my kids. And when I'm not doing that, when I'm not working on music, I've rediscovered this love for visual arts, and I'm a commissioned artist now. So if I'm not with my family or I'm not doing music, I'm either in the gym or I'm working on a portrait for a client. I'll be doing Blue at Seattle Opera. I think we open, say, February 26th. Following that, I'll be doing, well, I leave for rehearsals for Blue in Pittsburgh. I don't remember the opening date for that. You can check that out on their website. In between, that rehearsal, I go to Madison Symphony to do a Beethoven Missa Solemnis. And I'll be spending the summer in Washington, D.C. with Maryland Lyric Opera, doing Grand Inquisitor in Don Carlo. And the other role hasn't been announced yet, so I don't want to steal their thunder by announcing it here, but they're doing another production that I'll be a part of as well. And then there are a couple of things towards the end of the year that also haven't been announced that I won't announce. You can follow me at www.kennethkellogg.com. It's my singer's website. And I have a new visual artist website, which is kkpentopaper.com, where I take commissions and you can see some of my visual artwork. I'm also on Instagram. Twitter, I don't really do that much, but I have an account. I'm more active on Instagram and Facebook.